Well, thank you, Barbara. That was beautiful. Thank you for having me today, for sure.
Well, thanks for coming, Adam.
Oh man, yeah, we'll talk about many things. I'm sure pretty shortly here. There's a lot of things I just transpired, especially within the last year, and and just beautiful, amazing things. I'm saying dreams from childhood, and a lot of amazing things that are coming to fruition in life. And what actually drew me was when I read on the theory. What was the theory again?
The unified field theory.
Unified field theory. So what came to mind to me, I'm not sure where I read this article, but years ago they did a study. I'm not sure what type of machinery that they used, but what they were able to do was pinpoint, and they've had, I guess, these sensors for X amount of time. And these sensors were, say, set up during times like 9/11, the large tsunami, right, in India. And what they found out was they were actually able to read these different levels. They're still trying to figure out what they were, but there was actual difference in the levels of these times. So when you spoke of that compassion, if you think about it now, especially now, say compared to even say 20 years ago, what we're able to see live, right? I can literally go online and watch a video of a tank going down the street in Ukraine, right? So I can literally direct my compassion to that point. But what I was getting to is that they're actually looking into this in a scientific level on whether they're actually seeing these spikes during these times. So I think that is a spike in compassion or worry, anger, whatever it is, maybe overall accumulative, right? And right now there's a lot of anxiety everywhere. You see everybody's anxious, and everybody's trying to calm. But I just thought that was really interesting that I read that article years ago. And I was told by an elder, like, I should stop calling them weird and strange things, and these are beautiful and wonderful things happening, and that we're able to even recognize them as a start. So yeah, really enjoyed the talk today. That was very cool.
Oh, good. Thank you, Adam. And you're talking about all that anxiety and it's like there's all this anxiety and people don't know what we just said, right? And so now it's all going to Putin, right? Or whomever, Trump or Biden, or it's like, it's so powerful. We don't even know what influence we have in doing that too. I think it's like people, and then what do we do with the anxiety if we're going to do it regeneratively and not like blame someone else for it?
What I got out of what they said, and now what Adam is saying is bringing it to me, is that, I mean, like, there are studies that show that prayer has an impact on situations. And so we've known pieces of this in different ways for a while. But what I got from today was, we can't pray ugly things about Putin and expect that to help the world. Do you know what I mean? If we hold that ugliness and we're sending that, and I guess we're actually contributing to whatever the problem is, instead of what we in our thinking we're doing is making a positive difference. Is that kind of like when Mother Teresa said, I won't go to a dump the war rally, but I'll go to a peace march? It's kind of like that. We have to make sure that our prayer and our energy and our compassion is going toward the positive, not against the negative. That's what I heard them say today. Did you think that fits?
Yeah. And, just something that pertinent is that I was just hired to put together a website for Enbridge Line 5. Like, it's going to be the dedicated place. And we had this discussion about stop line 5. And I said, I don't want to call it stop line 5, because back in the mine fight, when we were stopping the mine, not that, but also anybody who was for the mine, for whatever reason, they knew, immediately there was this. So we moved to protecting the water, and that was inclusive, and we stopped the mine. So it's like, not that there won't be those, stop line 5 things pointed to this place, but it's all about protecting the water. Yes, Robin.
Yeah, I was going to ask this question, but I had to take the puppy out real quick. So I'll just ask it to the group what you all think, because it's kind of related to what is being discussed right now. But there's something that I heard in a new way, like always, where they said today, free will lies in the superconscious.
I think they said the intellect.
Okay, maybe I misheard. So this is what I heard. Let's check.
Yeah.
So what I heard was that in the intellect, we've got the crazy mind, but then also in the intellect, we have the superconscious. And then that's where the free will lies. Did I not hear that right?
I think they might have been separating out, but I think then they step back to say the intellect is where the free will lies. But now that you bring that up, I think the idea is that we let the superconscious part of our intellect take over the free will then. So
applying this to what we're speaking of right now, where we're talking about, like Lily was saying with prayer, and what Adam was saying with positive intention, and where we're directing. So our free will, we can direct our free will in these more superconscious intentions. Would you say?
Yes. And I think that if you're aligned to compassion, the emotion comes up no matter what it is. Intellect is going to tell you that next most advantageous step. And then, and it's the superconscious then that knows that's what decision that should be made.
Right.
As opposed to the human mind that might be going, I'm not going to rest, or I'm not going to be nice to that person.
Yeah.
So you bring up a really good point that when we're aligned, superconscious says, yep, I got to do what intuition tells me, and then makes that decision. And your conscious mind can still be kicking and screaming, right? As they talked about the other week about, we have these aspects in our heads, like the superconscious and so you can make that decision while you're still like, I don't want to do this, but I will. Interesting.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Yeah, I am perpetually amazed after all of this time of delivering this information in every different way, to be able to sit with it now and explain it so articulately without having it be hours and hours of complexities, that it's been processed down into and that presentation, I think, was pretty clear. It's funny to watch that TV show and see him presenting to scientists and finally getting his recognition. I think you're going to get it. My dream is that he wins the Nobel Prize posthumously for discovering and bringing back a theory of afterlife that's viable. And then would he have to give part of it to Meleva? Oh, anyway. Well, my friends, anything else anybody'd like to add or subtract?
Just to say thank you. Barbara, and the explanation at the beginning was really good too.
Well, you're welcome. And next week we're doing the channeling the angels, more about self-love and hopefully some good discussion. All righty. With that said, I thank you all so very much. And thank you, Nettie, and thank you, Adam. Sure
Thanks for
appreciate
having me.
it. And we will see you guys later.